Hey, Joe. It's Josh Klein from the Riot Report. At the end of practice, you had a chance to try and kick it up to the upper deck. Have you ever been able to kick it kind of that far and that high? And what was that like near the end of practice?
Honestly, never had the opportunity to kick a ball that high, but it was fun to try it. You know, it's definitely really far in the air.
Hey, Joe, this is Miles Simmons for Panthers.com. Just wondering, how do you feel like you've been able to acclimate to the league as you start here, especially given that you really didn't have much of an offseason and you came in a little bit there?
I think it's been fine for me, honestly. Just coming in here and just trying to focus on me and get my work done. I mean, it's really all it is.
Hey, Joe, it is Joe Person with The Athletic here in Charlotte. Welcome. And wondered what the kind of the pre-draft process was like for you, and were you surprised not getting drafted and then, having to wait to sign, with the team?
The pre-draft process wasn't that bad, honestly. I mean, coronavirus obviously kind of messed up some stuff for us. Didn't have a pro day, didn't have any private workouts. So, I mean, me not getting drafted isn't a surprise, really. Didn't have a chance to show what I could do in front of a lot of people, and which I was fine with that. And I was just blessed to get the opportunity to sign here and just compete with everybody. So I'm just trying my best.
Hey, Joe, David Newton with ESPN.com. I know you might have gotten a little bit of ribbing. I might be partially responsible. Others have put videos up too of balls going outside the fence during practice. But all fun aside there, what was that? Was that part of behind the thing today to kick it out of the stadium, or was that? How did y'all discuss that before? Did Matt just come up and say that to you right off the bat at the very end?
He just kind of said that to me at the very end. It was a surprise, but yeah, I definitely had one bad punt, one miss hit in one of our periods in practice. Got to focus on me. Practice is made for mistakes, and as Coach Rule says. But the second punt that went over the fence the day after was actually a pooch punt that went out at the 15. So it was actually a good ball.
Hey, Joseph, Jason Huber with WFNZ Radio here in Charlotte. When you have, being in the NFL now, when you're having these, when you have some struggles at practice, what's the key to not letting that, get you down and get in your own head for the next day and just to try to bounce back from that?
I mean, you just gotta forget about it. Take it one day at a time. You focus on the next day. I mean, one bad punt doesn't make me who I am. I know I'm better than that, and just gotta focus on the next day, the next punt.
Hey, Elena Getzenberg from the Charlotte Observer. Quick question to start out. This might be a little silly, but do you prefer to go by Joseph or Joe?
I prefer to go by Joe.
Okay, glad I asked. I guess just for you, did you grow up a Panthers fan, and what was it like when you heard that they were interested in bringing you in?
I did grow up a Panthers fan. Obviously, I think y'all know that I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, and I stayed home, played for USC, and I grew up a Panthers fan, and it was an honor to get a chance to play here. So, yeah.
Okay, Josh, sorry.
Joe, I don't know if you do this as a punter, but are there guys that you grew up idolizing is probably not the right word, but trying to emulate their punting style or their career?
Honestly, no. I just like focusing on myself, and I have my own form, and that's what makes me me. So I'm just gonna keep focusing on myself.
Joe, how do you feel about being a holder, and how comfortable are you getting in that operation with those other two guys?
I'm very comfortable being a holder. I think I have great hands, and Joey's really comfortable with me holding for him too, and JJ's a great snapper, so it's honestly an honor to work with them.
Joe, have you had a chance to talk with Michael Pilardi at all since you've been here?
I've talked with him a couple of times, yes.
Has he given you any, advice, kind of telling you, any advice here how things are?
He gave me a little bit, yeah. He said if I ever need anything, I could reach out to him. So, I mean, I'm very appreciative for that.
Joe, obviously the Panthers just bringing in another kicker punter. How confident are you that this is your job and, that you're going to be the full-time punter this year?
Yeah, I came here and I expected there to be competition. And like I said earlier, I'm just gonna keep focusing on me and just doing my best. Like if I keep having days like I had today, it's gonna be great. So.
Anything else for Joe?
Joe, just any difference in sight lines or just the way that punting in the actual stadium versus punting on the practice field? Do you get a little bit more juice when you're in there?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. But I've also played in the stadium 3 other times, and I love the stadium. So it's great to get out there, and I definitely get a lot more juice and a lot more adrenaline going when I'm in punting in the stadium. So yeah.
Hey, Joe, I know you worked with Joey Sly some. You have the same kicking coach. What was that like getting that extra time to work with him, even before camp?
Oh, it was great. It's definitely an advantage. That's how me and Joey got to meet. Obviously, it's from our trainer, and it was awesome. I mean, it's good.
Joe, I'm assuming those 3 times were all with the Gamecocks up here, unless there was some there wouldn't have been a high school game. So, wanted to know if you had any connections with current Panther players. Dennis Daly obviously comes to mind, and then finally, did you ever come to Panther games? Was your family, pretty deep into it?
Yeah, Dennis is awesome, man. I played with Dennis, obviously, in South Carolina. He's a great guy. But yeah, growing up, my grandparents used to live in Charlotte, so we came to 1 or 2 games. But didn't get a chance to come up a lot. They moved to Greenville, so yeah, I mean, it's awesome here, and I love it.
Anything else, guys?
Joe, would you mind elaborating on your relationship with Dennis Daly? Both you and him, when you guys mentioned each other, you got big smiles on your face, like you just really enjoyed each other's company.
Yeah, no, Dennis is an awesome guy, man. We used to joke around all the time at Carolina, but every time I see him, man, it always brings a smile on my face, man. So it's good to have him here, and it's awesome, man. So.
How nice is it to have the grandparents close by for some home cooking?
Oh, it's great. It's definitely great. Obviously, my mom and my dad also live in South Carolina area, and I got my aunts all live in Greenville. I got a big family, so got some in Chapin on the Lake Murray, and it's good to have them all close. So,
Are your parents still in Columbia?
Yeah, they are.